On Christmas night, 1776, Americans past and present received one of the greatest gifts they would ever receive. General George Washington led a column of the Continental Army across the frozen Delaware River to encircle and attack Hessian forces at Trenton. The results of that Battle of Trenton were the capture of 2/3 of Hessian forces, the procurement of their precious supplies and stores, and the mortal wounding of their leader, Colonel Johann Rall. Washington's plan did not go off without a hitch, as 2 columns of the Continental Army were unable to make their way across the frozen river, and a 4th column that was to be led by General Israel Putnam did not have enough men to execute their mission objective. However, roving bands of American militia that kept Hessian forces away from Trenton and busy in southern New Jersey, and the work of 3 American spies, proved vital for the Patriot cause. The first spy was a man named John Honeyman, who spread critical intelligence among the British and the Hessians that the Americans would not mount an attack on that Christmas night. The second spy was a loyalist postmaster in Trenton, a man named Abraham Hunt, who opened up his home and his farm so that the Hessians may drink and make merry and celebrate that Christmas. And the third spy was an American woman, whose identity we will never know, who offered herself and her bed as a way to occupy the time and evening of Hessian leader Colonel Karl von Donop. The victory at the Battle of Trenton laid way to the 10 most critical days of the American Revolution. After eventually surrendering his sword at the Battle of Yorktown, General Charles Cornwallis informed General Washington that those 10 days after Christmas 1776 were the 10 days that changed the tide of war. Washington's victory at the First Battle of Trenton, and his victory a week later in the Second Battle of Trenton, and his subsequent victory a few days later at the Battle of Princeton, were 10 days that changed American morale. Small but pivotal victories that gave confidence needed for Washington to get necessary re-enlistments. They were victories that needed the Continental Congress to have confidence in the Continental Army. And they gave the confidence that the Continental Army needed in their leader, General George Washington. All Americans should be proud of the cause. All Americans should be proud of the effort. And all Americans should be proud of the victory. And that's how we raise patriots.